What he did was criminal, and I'm going to press charges, and I will get Lowry. I don't have to go anywhere. If y'all want, I'm telling y'all, I want to file charges. I want to press a report. Y'all work for me. I don't work for y'all. Okay, so I'm telling you, go.
Do you know what I mean? What was going on?
Well, like I said, and I gave him multiple chances to return my property to him. You know what I'm saying? Finally, when I reached for it, he snatched it away from me, and that's when I physically grabbed him so I could get my property away from him.
From the Dean of Student Affairs, nice school secretary, Mr. Stone.
Are you Larry Hart?
I've identified myself on
Are you Larry Hart? Okay, then that's nothing to say, sir. Thank you.
So, when he comes in about 6 times a day.
What's going on, man?
What you up to, Brad?
What's going on, sir?
You're chilling, man. How's life?
Man, hanging in there. Hanging in there.
Yeah. I like the bow tie, man.
Yeah, I got one more day. Like I said, I do it for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
What's up?
You already know my name.
What's your name and badge number for my record, sir?
It's 1206.
1206. Thank you, Sergeant Scott.
Okay.
So you're right. You don't have to talk to me, but I can sit here and talk to you, can't I?
What are you on parole for?
I ain't on parole.
You're not?
Nope. Not on probation either, you piece of shit. Any other questions? Because you said it was for staff.
I did not say it was for staff. I said, no, sir, I did not. Did I say it was for staff? No.
Would you like me to get the recording out?
Sure. Sure.
Because you told me.
Actually, no, I'm not comfortable with you within arm's length of me. I'm not, and my students are very uncomfortable.
Okay. Well,
people want to know what's a winter like here in Texas. There ain't no such thing as a real winter in Texas. None whatsoever. Does it get cold? Yeah. But ain't that big of a deal. We put up with it maybe for a week tops if we're lucky. Or if we're unlucky. 2 weeks top if we're unlucky, really. Really about a week. That's all we got to deal with it. Ain't that right, baby? My sweetie sweet. Look, it's her first winter. She don't know what to think about it. Last night she kind of enjoyed it. Now this morning she doesn't really know what to do. But anyways, y'all, for all of y'all out there that ain't got it like I do, man, God bless you, man, and I hope y'all are all right, for real.
Got a laceration to the back of the head.
Alright, we'll get you over to the truck, okay?
No, I'm good right here.
You good right here? Okay, are you going to want to go to the hospital?
Just check the laceration, make sure it's fine. Try to get the stop the bleeding if you could, please.
You grab it. Sorry about that.
Sausage Jade, it's okay, baby.
What's your first name?
You're not getting that. Yeah, I got you both.
You feel unconscious at all?
No.
Alright, what'd you get hit with?
If I know, dude. It's in the back of the head, so it's kind of hard for me to see that, ain't it?
So, like, you didn't see him come up on you?
Hey, buddy, you got a knife on your belt.
Yeah, I know. You ain't touching it. What's your goddamn reason?
Because.
No, not because your safety. Step the back. No unlawful search and seizure.
You know what? That's not
Try
how it
me.
works right
Try
now,
me.
Okay?
No unlawful search and seizure. That's how that works. You got a corporal?
What are you talking about?
Do you understand that, corporal? No unlawful search and seizure.
You are detained right now.
For what?
Because we don't know what's going on yet.
Y'all do know what's going on. What did that bus driver just tell y'all? I was the victim, right?
You didn't talk to him.
I'm the victim, right?
I haven't talked to him yet.
All right, well, you ain't detaining me without reasonable articulable suspicion.
My reasonable suspicion is that you're involved in some sort of incident right now that I need to investigate.
All right, then investigate it, but you ain't gonna unlawfully search and seize me. Got your mama's phone number on me too. You want me to give that up so you can treat me?
I'm
You're doing
trying to work with
investigation.
you as
Do
much
not
as I
touch
can.
me again.
Or what?
Assault, that's what?
Or what?
That's called assault. You understand that, right? Do
Put your
not
hands
touch
behind
me
your back.
again.
Put your hands behind your back.
Do not touch me again.
Behind your back.
Get behind your back, bro.
Put your hands behind your back. For what?
A lot of y'all are wondering what the happened to me, where I went. Some of y'all don't give a I'm good with that too. Where to start? So, I didn't give up on that security guard that assaulted me and them cops that hit me up down there in South Austin. That first videotape, you guys got introduced to my persona. Pretty strong, huh? Yeah, so anyways, a lot of shit's happened since then, y'all.
Excuse me. Shortly after that, got into an argument with my roommate. That turned into a shit show. Almost beat the shit out of his nephew. I got that all on camera if y'all want to see that. Anyways, ended up homeless. I was going to college at the time, guys. If a lot of y'all probably don't know this. Again, going for my master's fine arts photography. So here I am, going to college, dealing with that shit that happened when down to South Austin. And again, guys, I'm not a guy where they call that. I'm returning, okay? So it's not like, you know, obviously like I was just a spring chicken getting out of high school and going into college, y'all. I mean, I've been gone 30 years, whatever it was. And so, you know, trying to get readjusted back into that life, coming back into society. A lot of y'all may not know. I'm sure some of you little trolls out there digging around, and that's fine. I ain't got nothing to hide. I've always been straight up with everything I got. You know, get out of prison after going for 7 years, after getting jumped on by a bunch of gangbangers and some and defending myself, and the DA not wanting to do their job, the police not wanting to do their job, and a court-appointed attorney that couldn't suck if he wanted to. So, fought that for a long time. There's a whole long story behind all that, y'all. Deferred adjudication, you know, made a deal with the devil. Ended up in ICU, got it revoked, ended up on the run for a long time. Guys, it's a story. I got a whole story for you guys on another tape, but let's get back to the point at hand right now. So anyways, going to college, got kicked out. I wasn't kicked out by the courts. I left on my own free accord. And I had the dean of the college that I was going to at the time, the community college that I started at. He and I were on fairly friendly terms. And he came and got me, picked up my shit, and I didn't have anywhere to go, so I moved out into the woods behind the college, and that's where I stayed up until when did this last incident happen? February something, February 25th, whatever it was. January, February, March. Yeah, it had to have been February 25th. Was arrested after defending myself. Now let me backtrack, y'all, because I'm really getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry, that's part of my ADHD, and I just kind of float like that. So anyways, living out in the woods, going to college, no job. Here I am, you know, ex-convict, multiple felons on my record. Can't get a job, can't get anywhere to live. You know, I mean, it's infuriating, y'all. Especially if, like me, no family. I had 2 friends that, you know, they just trying to make life work, and I won't say that we were on the best of terms for a long time. You know, so that left me with what? Nothing. Me, myself, and I. So, going to college, living in the woods. That was a whole show just all in itself, man. So let me backtrack just a little bit. Right before I started college, I was actually helping this man run his company out of Houston. And when one of his tenants decided to threaten to pull a gun on me and I tried to have him evicted, the guy said no because he didn't want to pay back the dude's money. I got this all on tape too, y'all. I got it all. So I ended up quitting that job right before I went to college. And it was a good deal for me because I didn't have to do room and board paid for, you know, didn't have to worry about go around, check on everybody, make sure the books were okay, everybody's paying, doing what they need to do. Voila, we're done for the day, right? So as I'm getting ready to go to college, that gets off. I decided to move out of there. Ended up in a relationship with this woman that I knew for 18 years. Jesus Christ, that was... I give up, y'all. So as I start this college journey, there I am in the woods, you know, ended up with that chick, broke up with her, moved back out, ended up with some people that I knew, not the friends I was talking about. That didn't work out. Me and that dude got into a fight. I ended up moving out again, back into the woods. Here I am in college, in the woods. My teacher from one of my classes decides to divulge all of my personal medical information in front of the classroom. And I don't know what happened with that. I do know that I made a complaint. I know that he didn't show his face in that school the rest of the time that I was in college. Outside of some discrimination, that's all on record, y'all. Like, I filed on that. I made a complaint on that. Y'all can, I got receipts. I got lots of receipts. So after going through that for a little bit, at some point, now guys, this is just the iceberg. There's so much that happened with all this shit in between. We're talking about harassment from trying to use the goddamn showers, which was a rightful, it was allotted to me because I was a college student. Okay, not in between like intercession or anything like that. You know, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about while I was in school, taking goddamn classes, being harassed by the campus manager up there to go take a shower so I could be presentable and act like a decent part of society when I go into class. But apparently that was too much for this to understand. The campus manager, Northridge ACC, Austin, Texas. We're going to get names and information again, guys. This is just kind of like an introductory video trying to let you guys know I got something coming out and I got a lot of going down and I need some help. I came back into society to be a photographer. I got thrown back into this because the police and the fucking public servants that are out there don't know what your rights are. And apparently a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't know what your rights are. And I mean that in both a nice way and a you way. A lot of y'all don't even know. You don't even know your own rights. Let alone somebody else's. Where was I? I got sidetracked. So, going to college, you know, all this going down. I mean, guys, there was so much. There's so much. And I can get into it if y'all guys want more answers and more, y'all want to ask me questions or hear more of the story, then I'll tell you. I'll tell y'all all of it. So between the harassment and all this going on with the teachers, this campus manager, you know, faculty looking at me sideways because they know I'm homeless because I'm hanging up there at this one college all the time because I have nowhere to go, y'all. Where am I supposed to go? I got homework to do. I got devices that need to be charged. You know, I don't want to be in the fucking weather just like anybody else. You know, so I go up there and I'm cordial and I sit in the corner with my little hands folded in my lap like a good little bitch, and I sit there and watch my videos, do my homework, and do whatever I need to do. But apparently, you know, that's offensive to people. You know, and I'll make sure, guys, you know, and I know y'all heard me. It's not gonna go in there stinking and dirty and all that. And even if I was, that's regardless. That's pointless. I'm not trying to get their life together, trying to get themselves together, and that's all that people have better to do with their lives is to demoralize and demean them. You know, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? So, fast forwarding, you know, like I said, tip of the iceberg, y'all. October. When did that one take off? When did that happen? Guys, I'm floating this. I don't have a script, you know, I'm not writing this out and, you know, having my producers help me out and powder on my nose and all that shit. So, I think it was October 25th. I had the video, you know, I've got all the receipts. I've got all the receipts. But this fucking man assaults me inside of a public forum, a welcome center. It's a public forum, y'all. I know what a public forum is. Okay, some of y'all heard me fuck up and, you know, try to say that guy was a public servant in that video. That's not what I meant by that. They owe those public a service. They're security guard. Check their contract. I guarantee their contract states that they will be cordial and respectful and helpful to those citizens that come into that parking lot. That's what I mean by they're a public servant. They owe the public a service through that company they signed a contract with. Do they have to abide by it? Absolutely not. Just like anybody else, right? We can violate a contract. We can violate a treaty. So, I go into the Welcome Center to go get a cup of coffee this morning. And I'm going to save all the surprise for you guys, so when you watch the video, you're going to see exactly what I was doing that morning when I was so willfully attacked by this man. So going to the Welcome Center to go get a cup of coffee, I get confronted by the man. Again, there's more to this backstory. This was days after I was just accused of stealing a cup that was given to me after my cup was stolen out of the Welcome Center. The cup that was given to me by the Department of Public Photography, which is the class, which is the classes that I was taking down there for my Master's in Fine Arts. The in there accuses me of stealing the cup and proceeds to try to yank it out of my hands. I literally had to pull back and pull the cup away from her to keep her from snatching the cup that was allotted to me by my god teachers to go up there and get some coffee. Literally right after my cup was stolen. Like, I mean, I literally just got up there, had this conversation with this woman about my fucking cup being stolen. I'm not upset about that. I was pissed, but I know what it was, right? I asked if I could leave the cup there in this Welcome Center in a safe area, what we thought was safe. I left it there. I knew I run the risk of taking it, you know, getting it stolen. I didn't beat him over the head about that. What I did beat him over the head, though, is them accusing me of being a thief after I just got my shit stolen. They know that cup wasn't there because it clearly stated DPP on the front of the cup. So days later, I go back in there to get a cup of coffee, and David Z, you guys forgive me, I'm floating this. This is, you know, impromptu. And David Z, I'm going to get you guys his name, his information. I'm going to get y'all guys everything because I need your voice on this, y'all. Decides to come in there and demand that I need to follow his fucking rules inside of a public forum and relinquish my civil rights to come in there and get a cup of coffee. So as I refute this evidence of his, that, you know, he's the supreme ruler of the community college, and tell him I'm not giving him my ID. And it was cordial, y'all. I started out cordial. I started out cordial. I normally do. See, a lot of y'all ain't gonna see the nice, you know, friendly side of me, because most of y'all are just looking at that part of me where the horns come out and the teeth start sinking in. And I'm good with that too. So this makes a threat to me, talking about he'll physically come over there and get my ID, and I told him I wish you would. Let me see you try. Now I'm paraphrasing, but that's what I told him. I wish you would. And so at some point he decided to get froggy and decided like he was going to come around this island. Now again, we can get all the footage, y'all, because this all happened on camera too. I'm going to have all the information. We got all the receipts. So as he proceeds to come around the corner and threaten to put his hands on me, I told him again, I wish you would. Again, not so much in those words, but that's what I told him. I wish you would. So as this man decided to snatch my cup lid out of my hand after I informed him, be in his best interest not to, I gave him several chances to give me my back. Then after he tried to hold it in front of my face and then run me out the door like I was his little puppy dog, come on boy, come on, come get your cup lid. I didn't go anywhere, I stayed right where I was. And eventually he came back into the Welcome Center, and I snatched his little up and put him in an arm lock and then took my back. So as I went to go get my phone, because I was at the college, I just got done doing a little project that I was doing. Again, I'm going to show you guys all what was going on. I went back to the little area where I had all my equipment and stuff set up, where I was charging and doing some work and watching some videos, and went back to go grab my phone and started recording from there, and you guys will see all that. And again, I'm not going to give too much away, because I got, you know, obviously I want y'all to see the next video. I want to see, you know, what this introductory is going to get. But I need y'all's voice, y'all. Long story short, just so everybody knows, they trespassed me from the college because of this. Yeah, well, technically it was after I tried to report a lady who had willfully blocked off a fire exit while having multiple, gosh, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. Mentally handicapped individuals were working in this cafeteria with her and was, you know, taping up the windows and blocking the fire exit. And then when I said something about it, that became a big deal. And obviously, I'm sure a bunch of lies came out about, you know, how I tried to drag her across the ground by her hair and all this, because of the way the cops came in there hot. But so it was shortly after that apparently I was the issue and I was a danger to the school and I better be trespassed. And I was trespassed. I'm currently digging up that file since one of my SSDs mysteriously came up corrupted after I was arrested recently. And but that's all right. We got some recovery software hopefully in the works and coming this way. So outside of that, I really don't know what else to say, y'all. Just recently, look, towards the end of June, the beginning of July is a hard time of the year for me. July 1st of 2017, the mother of my child died of brain cancer. And it still gets to me sometimes. But I'm back. And I'm out for blood. But I need y'all. I need y'all. I need the community. Y'all recognize I didn't ask for y'all to make any phone calls or do anything last time, but at this point, I'm going to ask y'all to redress your grievances on this, because I need a voice. And as y'all can see, mine ain't powerful right now. But together it is. And we all know that. So I'm going to cut this short. I just wanted to kind of put this out since I had a little extra time this morning, and it looked like it was going to be a beautiful morning to come out here and say hello to everybody. And just to finish this up too, look guys, I want y'all to know I didn't ignore y'all's posts and all that, and I appreciate, you know, everybody making their comments regardless if it was negative or positive. You know, I am one for freedoms and expression, and as long as y'all keep it clean, no racism or anything like that, be a racist piece of shit all you want to, you keep it out of my feed. But you know, if I didn't respond, don't be offended, guys. I'm not a social media guy. I'm a photographer and I'm a fucking gamer. I'm a BMXer, I'm a lover, I'm a fighter, I'm a give a fucker, I'm a lot of things, but those things I'm not. So, you know, I love all of y'all, and I respect everybody's opinion for the most part, as much as I can. And as far as I'm concerned, some of you can go yourselves. But I've read through a lot of them, and we're going to get this situated, y'all. I'm going to get this taken care of. Again, I didn't give up on this fucking piece of shit that attacked me down in South Austin. I'm coming for him. I'm coming for his bitch. I'm coming for the rest of you, too. Get ready, Carbello. Taking everything you fucking own. Everything you fucking own. I'm going to take everything you own. Oh, and one last thing. I'm going to put this out there. Oh my gosh, Josh, accountability for all, brother. I love you, man, and I hope you pick up this video because you put that first one out there and it soared on me, and I'm grateful for that. So, who was the other one? Auditing the auditor or some shit like that. I don't know. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna put it out there, and this is just my opinion. That dude's stuff puppy dog. Okay, so I know what the term for arresting means. If y'all guys don't know, then I highly suggest you get yourselves a volume of the Black's Law Dictionary and read that. The last current edition that I had read was the 6th edition, and I think they're up to like the 8th or the 9th or some shit like that. I highly suggest you get one and educate yourself on what speech is, because words do have meaning, and that's where shit gets funny with y'all, is y'all don't understand that words have meaning. But you know, I appreciate the kid, you know, getting some views out there on that video. And again, I didn't know about none of this shit, y'all. This is actually brought to my attention by people who ran into me randomly or knew me who ran into these videos randomly online. I didn't even know about it. But I went and watched it, and I watched him do his little grading system, and that kid, he doesn't know what he's talking about, y'all. Again, I appreciate him getting my video out there, but don't listen to him. F-. That's all I got for y'all right now, and we'll get some more shit up here soon. I'm gonna get that video up here for you guys shortly. In fact, it should probably be up either, if not within the same 12 hours period, it probably will be in within the 24 hours. I don't know. I think that shit takes a long time to upload or whatever. But we're gonna get all this shit up there. I'm gonna get the information up. I'm gonna put these addresses and names up there, and I need y'all's voice. I need y'all to get this out there for me. So again, I'm not going to waste much more time with y'all. I know this was kind of a little bit more of a video than I wanted it to be. But again, you know, I need a voice, man. And I kind of needed y'all to see, you know, where I was at, state of mind, all that. Again, I'm not in a good, healthy spot right now. I'm coming back out of it. But, you know, it's rough. And for your family out there, Allison, I want you to know that I'm always watching you, baby girl. I'm watching over you. And I love you, and one day I'm going to be there, and I promise you, hopefully you'll allow me to talk to you, because there's nothing I can do right now. And I know you don't understand it, and there's a lot of people out there that are, you know, I don't care. You don't know. You don't know. Okay? So, love you guys. Take it easy.